live. So sorry, battling with network issues and do you understand data issues? Okay, so finally we are here. Welcome to Relationship Matters. My name is Dr. Ufoma Wachuku, and I will always insist and say, I am your compass to building relationships that last. So, if you want to build healthy relationships, not a shanty, not the one that after 1 year they say the people that we just went for their wedding and danced washwebi and now say that they are no more married, then please always ensure you follow me. Yes, and ensure you listen and take instructions. Yes. Okay, because as we've always been told that you fly by instructions. If you want to fly in life, then you must follow instructions. So, this is the fourth Sunday of this month, and we have been on the series. Monthly we take series. So this month we'll be talking about social intelligence. That has been what we've been talking about. In the first episode, we looked at what social intelligence is all about. Second episode, we looked at reading people, how to be able to tell what is in the mind of this person, even without the person saying anything. It's a social skill. Yes. So you can understand the feelings of people. You just enter into somewhere from body language, from the body posture and all that. You're able to sense that, this is not the right time to present this. Last week, we took it a step further, and the emphasis was on how you can be social and not lose yourself. Yes, you should be social and not lose yourself. Don't lose your values, don't lose your identity, but it is necessary for you to be social. Today we are going to take a look at etiquette. Etiquette in relationship. I know some people might be saying, is it etiquette? The word is pronounced etiquette. And what does etiquette mean? Etiquette simply talks about behavior that is acceptable. Yes, standard behavior. So there is etiquette in various aspects of life. You have etiquette at workplace. You have etiquette in relationships. So the focus here today is that we're going to be looking at acceptable behaviors when it has to do with relationships. And this will go a long way to help you. Lot of etiquette, but because of course I don't want these videos to be so long, I'm going to be talking about just a few, about 10 to 15, depending on how much the time permits us. And the first etiquette I like to talk about is always be kind. Yes, be nice to people, even to strangers. The fact that you are meeting the person for the first time does not mean that you should be rude. So learn to be nice to people, because you don't even know who you are meeting. That is even the more reason why you should be nice. What if the person you are meeting might end up being somebody in a position sorry, excuse me, in a position either to make your life better or might be a potential spouse. Do you understand? So be kind to people. Don't be rude to people. When Rebecca met the servant of Abraham for the very first time, she was kind. She was nice. She was not like the Samaritan woman who told Jesus. So the two persons asked for water. Jesus asked for water from the Samaritan woman. Rebecca, the servant of Abraham, asked of water from her, but the attitude and responses were very different. So for the Samaritan woman, it asked Jesus, why are you asking me for a drink? We don't relate with people like you. She was very rude. Do you know, if not that Jesus actually finally came to intervene, if it was to be a potential spouse, that would have just put him off. Like, I'm just asking you for water, you're just insulting my personality. So, but for Rebecca, the servant asked for a drink. He said, oh, don't worry, I'll give you a drink. I will also give your cattle, your flock, the donkeys, I will give them drink also. So be kind to people. It is a generally acceptable behavior. Don't be rude to people. No matter what happens, learn to be kind. Another one would be learn to be an active listener. Don't listen to people with the intention, finish what you are saying so I can say my own. No, as you are listening, pay attention. In our generation, you see people, somebody is talking to you and they are scrolling through the phone. In the earlier days of my marriage, I had that issue a lot. And my husband would always say, drop the phone and listen to me. And thank God, for me, I just felt, you can be saying now, Shebi, I'm listening with my ear, but I'm looking at this with, do you understand, with my eyes, or I'm in the kitchen cooking, and I want to be listening at the same time and doing what I'm doing. But if you want to actually be involved in that person's life, then you have to pay attention, drop the phone and listen actively. Listen to understand what the person is saying. Listen to feel what the person is feeling. And in active listening, there are things like that's where eye contact comes in. Yes, pay attention, full and rapt attention to what the person is saying. And if you do not understand anything, you can actually ask the person for clarification. Okay, so do you mean so and so and so? And when the person is done talking, you can actually do a recap to say, okay, so what I understand from what you just said is, it makes the first person feel like, okay, yes, you are actually following. So pay attention with the view to understand what the person is saying, not just for the person to land so that you can say your own. Another etiquette I'd like to talk about is do not interrupt. So some persons are like, if I don't say it now, I'll forget what I wanted to say. Note it down. If you cannot note it in your mental notes, then have a pen and write down, okay, this and this are the points. When you are done talking, I will raise these points. Okay? So it is rude. It is not the right etiquette for somebody to be talking and then you are interrupting the person and say, hey, that's not how it happened. Let me say my own now. Have you finished? Let me say my own. That's not it. So interrupting people, it's a bad attitude. Another one I'd like to talk about is learn to appreciate people. So please take note. All these things, I'm just saying them. It's not arranged, okay? Learn to appreciate people. The little efforts they put in. Learn to appreciate. So on my birthday, that was on the 11th of this month, somebody sent me a recharge card of 1,000 naira. One of my mentees, okay, a team member of mine. So she sent me 1,000 naira. To me, that was massive. For some persons, they will just feel as if, what is 1,000 naira recharge card? Or for people that are even in relationship, the lady will just say, is it not just 1,000 naira recharge card that he bought? Is that why I should not prostrate? Do you understand? But please learn to appreciate the little efforts, even if you call it little, that the person puts in. It will help your relationship to flourish. It is a social skill. Learn to, when they say magic words, learn to say thank you. Yes. Learn to appreciate little efforts that the person is making. Do you understand? Okay, because of course he could have also chosen not to be able to do that little thing that you are thinking is too little. If my husband comes back and buys me granuts, even if it's 50 naira, 100 naira granite, what that tells me that he thought about me. He had me in mind. Because he knows I like granuts. I like snacking on granuts, okay? So he had me in mind. That's why he was able to do that. So be appreciative. Another one is learn to apologize when you are wrong. You know, one thing that brings strain to marriages, either the man or the woman has discovered that he or she was wrong. But pride, especially for men, they say men ego. Especially for men, the man will prefer to go and buy ice cream for the wife instead of saying I am sorry, because he doesn't want to say I'm sorry. I don't know, does that I am sorry take anything away from you? No, it doesn't show that you are weak. It only shows that you are responsible. It shows that you are taking responsibility. I had to tell my daughter, sorry, I am sorry, just before this session. Okay, because something happened and my response was very wrong. Yes, she is my daughter. I can shut her up. I can, do you understand? But I also know that I could have done better. For that reason, I went back to her and I told her, I am sorry for so and so and so. So learn to do what? Apologize. Another etiquette I would like to talk about is compliment people. Yes, learn to compliment people. Okay, so yeah, so you see somebody that is looking nice. Some people don't know how to say you are looking good. In fact, when somebody tells somebody else that you are looking good, they will just feel as if don't make the person too proud, don't make the person head too big. But it's a social skill. Learn to compliment people. Okay, this dress you are wearing is nice. Okay, observe. Do you understand? I like this, your hairstyle. It's all part of social etiquette. The next one I'd like to talk about is be cheerful. Learn to be cheerful and easy to and fun to be with. Do you understand? If you are always the type that is always frowning, whenever people meet you, they meet you with one kind of countenance and they're always wondering, is this person angry? Why are you always angry? Because you never smile. You know that last week when we talked about how to initiate conversations, I talked about the simple method, SIMPLE. If you didn't watch that video, please go and watch it. And stands for smile. Yes, learn to smile. Learn to be cheerful. Even if, do you understand? It is God that carries the weight of the whole world. So no matter what it is that you are carrying, cast your burden on God. Cast it on him, so you don't always present a look that you are carrying the weight of the whole world on your shoulder. It is not your responsibility. You don't even have the ability to do it. So cast your cares upon God and always wear a cheerful look. Do you understand? Always wear a cheerful look. Don't always look sad. And be fun to be with. Don't be antagonistic. Don't be somebody that's people will just feel, no, if this is the only person that will be in the office when I get there, it's better I don't go. Will this other person be there? Because this is the other person that I flow with. So learn to be somebody that people can easily want to relate with. The next one I'd like to talk about is always show sincere concern. Okay, sometimes people don't show concern for people. You are seeing somebody that the person is not looking happy and all that. You don't have empathy. So I want to connect this also to empathy. Empathy is a skill. Learning to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Learning to feel what somebody else is feeling. Do you understand? So they are passing through something. Their countenance is not good. Learn to show sincere concern. Okay, so you don't just neglect people. You are seeing that the person is crying, you just pass the person and like, it's none of my business. Even if it's somebody that you have never met before. Okay, I'm not saying you should have ulterior motive. So you are showing concern because you are interested in having a relationship per se. But generally relating with people, learn to do what? Show genuine concern and love. Okay, and then that would create a platform for more productive relationships. It might not just be relationship that has to do with marriage. It could also be relationship that will bring you money, business relationships, just because you just are interested in what is bothering the other person. The other one I would like to talk about is learn to keep to time. For those that are into courtships, dates. So some people are very poor with timekeeping. So there is a date. You have a date with somebody. You're supposed to meet at so and so time in so and so place. 30 minutes into the time you are not there. Neither are you even calling the person to say, you have an appointment for 5. And by 1 minute to 5, in fact, by 30 minutes to that time, you should have already known that with the way things are going, I'm not sure it's going to work out. It is your responsibility to call the person and say, with the way things are going, I'm not sure I'll be there by 5. That way, if the person also has maybe some other things he wants to rush over, the person will pay attention to that. So I attend to patients. I'm a doctor of optometry. There was a day I had already booked two patients for a particular time. I think it was 2 p.m. But something came up. In fact, it was about an hour to the time. I knew that with the way things are going, there's no way I am going to be there by that 2 p.m. I called them. I said, sorry, I don't think that 2 o'clock is going to work. So, just note that in case I'm not able to make it at that time. Do you understand? It shows that you respect the person. But it is already 5. You will still not call, oh. Even if it is traffic, even if it's something really legitimate. 5:30, the person is still waiting, not hearing from you. You are not even calling to say, I'm held up somewhere. It shows you don't respect the person's time. So the right etiquette is learn to keep to time. Let's have the habit. Some people just have bad habits. They don't know how to keep to time. Work on yourself. But even if it is not your habit and something accidental or impromptu comes up, please, 30 minutes to the time thereabout, ensure you call the person and say, something came up. My boss just gave me an assignment. I had planned to leave the office by 1 p.m. but my boss just gave me a new assignment right now. I will do my best to ensure I will still be there by the planned time. But just in case, yes, it tells the person that you respect his or her time. And then apologize, like I've initially said. Okay, apologize if you are not able to meet up. So some persons will wait for the person to, you wait for the person to start asking you. So you had an appointment by 5 p.m. You end up getting there by 5:45 and you still keep quiet. Oh, you are waiting for the person to, because your delays and all that would have made the person stressed up and all that. So the person will now end up asking you in a very, didn't you know I'm waiting for you, that kind of stuff. But if you had told the person ahead that for so and so reason I will not be there, it will calm the person down by all means. Another etiquette I want to talk about is that you should be dependable. Integrity. Have integrity. Don't be the kind of person that after you've related with somebody for the first time, they will say this person does not keep to his words. Okay, so you promise somebody, can I use so and so thing? I will return it after use. Okay, and after you use this thing, you are now waiting for the person to come and beg you to collect his property. Maybe you borrowed something from somebody. Especially you see this among students a lot. Borrow your roommate's iron, and after using the iron from the next room, you refuse to return it. Then you are waiting for the person that when the person needs it, the person will now come and collect it. If you say, I will in the next few minutes, I will return this thing, please let it be next few minutes. Don't have the kind of attitude that will make people say, this kind of person, I won't give him anything again, because the last time I gave him something, he didn't just disappoint me, he destroyed it before returning it. Do you understand? So it is very necessary for you to be somebody that is trustworthy. The Bible says, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. So if you are saying that, okay, the meeting is for 1 p.m., let it be 1 p.m. I already mentioned that. If you are saying, I will buy so and so this something for you as a gift, please keep to your promise. Do not let the person be the one to start pursuing you, to start asking, but you said you are going to do this, and you said you are going to do that. The next one will be boundaries. Okay? Respect people's boundaries. Whew. Some people will call, make calls in the night for things that are not emergencies. Okay? So, respect the boundaries of people. If this person have told you from so and so time is peak hour in my office, I don't expect calls at this time. Please don't call at those times. Do you understand? Relating generally with people, why would you call somebody? Sometimes I receive calls from people, even from a man that knows this is a married woman. You pick up your phone by 9 p.m. after 9 p.m. to call the person for something that is just, do you understand? Maybe just to ask, how am I, what am I, do you understand? Some very, very things that are not reasonable at all. So respect people's boundaries, okay? And For people that are in intimate relationship, you can actually discuss those boundaries. You should be able to draw a line between we should work together as a team. We should always, we are expected to be together. We are a team, and also acknowledging that this person also needs his or her me time. So when the person has set out a particular time to be a me time, okay, to be a meantime, it is very necessary for you not to break those boundaries. People, those that are in relationship, you are not yet married, the boundary is that you do not hug. For instance, let's say you do not hug, no full hugs, or you don't peck, or whatever you have agreed as your boundaries. It is necessary for you to always keep to them. And then another thing I'll talk about, people in relationships, whether relationship that has to do with marriage, always give. It is a social skill that will help your relationship to flourish. Some persons are always on the receiving end, so you want to always get. Okay, you want to always get. Please learn to give, and giving is not restricted to money. You can actually give attention. That's why they say pay attention. So it is what takes something from you, because if you must give attention to somebody, it will cost you something. That's why they say pay attention. So it is valuable. So learn to give in any relationship where you find yourself, even at your workplace. Learn to give. Don't be the kind of person that is always on the receiving end. So for instance, some ladies are always on the receiving end. You never be the one to buy a gift for your husband if you are married. You never would be the one to buy a gift for for the person you are engaged to. You are always on the receiving end. So he brings, you say thank you. He brings, you say thank you. When will you start buying gifts for people, for being the one on the giving end? Okay? Do not always be self-centered. That's another etiquette. Don't always be self-centered. And don't always expect people to be like you. That's still another one. Don't be self-centered. Always wanting everything to revolve around you. So it's only your interest that must be considered in everything. It will not help you in any relationship. Once people notice that you are selfish, everything is always about me and me and me, they will run away from you. So don't always be self-centered. Consider the interests of others. Consider the interests of others. We've already done 23 minutes, and I think I'll like to round up here. Did I mention also that whenever you are angry, do your best to calm down before you address the situation? Because most often, when we react out of anger, you will end up regretting it. Do you understand? So I read about an analogy today. Toothpaste. Once you have pressed out paste out of the tube, to return the paste back, you now say, the ones I pressed is too much. Let me return the paste back to the tube. You will try. You might be able to return a little, but you might not be able to return all. You can never ever return all. What does that say? Once you have released something out of your mouth, so once you have release something out of your mouth, you said something, it will be difficult for you to retrieve it. You can say, I'm sorry. So something happened recently. A lady felt insulted by the brother, and he was saying this was what he did the other time. And after insulting me and doing all this, he came back to say sorry. Yes, he had said sorry, but has that removed the wounds? So he was like, no matter the sorry he will say, the wounds and the pain is still there and is hurting. Okay, so please do ensure that you do your best, that even when you are angry, try to calm down first. Am I saying that you should take every nonsense? Somebody is doing something wrong to you, just keep quiet. I didn't say you should keep quiet forever. I'm just saying you should give yourself a break. Let the adrenaline that is rising up, mounting up, and wanting you to be able to say everything, insult the person's father, grandfather, and great-great-grandfather. Let everything calm down. so that you can be more objective in handling this situation, not when tension is high. And now I have to stop here. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, somebody says I'm watching from Kenya, Travel Nafrank. Thank you so much for joining from Kenya. That's a nice one. So, can you, do you have any question? Do you have any question? I'd like you to share this video because I know others will be blessed by it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please ensure you do that. If you are watching on YouTube, if you are watching on Facebook, ensure you follow. Share this video, like this video. Okay, is there any question? Frank, thank you so much for joining. Innocent, thank you so much for joining. Alex, thanks for joining. And somebody says he doesn't speak English. Me, no English. Okay, so sorry about that. Anash, so sorry about that. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. I can see a number of other persons that joined. Makwana, thank you, thank you, thank you. Till our next episode, don't you ever forget that your relationship can work. And hey, have you bought my latest book, Making Your Marriage Work? Please buy that book. It will help your life, whether you are single or married. It will help you build a relationship that will last. Till our next episode, that will be bye from here.